guys! So today I have a huge toy haul, or I think it's huge. I think it's a pretty big toy haul. But basically I started a new job, and without revealing too much, I am working with young children. And through the use of toys as reinforcement, I perform the duties of my job. Is that like, I don't know if that's quite a satisfying answer, but anyways, I had to go get toys. So I got toys from various sources, Amazon.com, I have Prime, Toys R Us, several different thrift shops such as Goodwill, Savers, and like a local thrift store that's just for like toddlers and babies and stuff. So let's get into the goodies. I think this is gonna be a long video, so I'm gonna try to be quick. Alright, so first item will be pop beads. Pop beads, snap beads, whatever you want to call them. I wasn't actually the one to put these together. Lydia saw all the toys and I felt bad because they're actually for other children. But I let her play with these for today. After this, they're gonna be like living in my car in a bag. But basically, they come in all different like shapes, colors. One of the clients particularly likes these a lot, though they're like in like shapes of vehicles and stuff like that. This is Fisher-Price. I don't know if I said that, but basically it's like a fine motor skill item. It says 6 to 36 months, which is like 3 years. I hope I'm doing the math right. Thinking and problem solving, because you can ask a child to separate it by color, separate it by shape. Even just like putting them together can be difficult for some children. Notice I wasn't paying attention, I couldn't get in. Just kind of like lining up right and then pushing it enough. I remember even having these as a kid, so these are the Snap and Lock beads by Fisher-Price. Oh, and any items that I bought, if I can find them online, I will link them. Some of them I bought on Amazon purely because it was just cheaper. So, oh, this is one item that I got from Target. In the dollar spot section, they have a bunch of like puzzle and like learning items. There was like a lot of great items, but most of them I couldn't really use for work, but they'd be great if you had a young child. So I got these mostly for Lydia, and it's opposites. So it's like small and big is the example in the front, and in the back, heavy and light. So it's just them kind of figuring out opposites. You can kind of see all of them in the back there. So this is this one's not for work really, it's for Lydia. Most of the kids I work with are younger, so that's for another. That's just for Lydia, who's my stepdaughter. You're not familiar, but a great thing for my job, I guess, is shape sorters. So I bought the Playskool Play Favorites Form Fitter for over 18 months. Hilarious thing with this, I believe on Amazon it says this. The recommended age for this is, I guess, 18 months to, I think, 15 years. I don't know what you guys were doing at 15 years old. I wasn't really playing with a shape sorter. But it has, I think, like 18 holes, like you see on the bottom, on the top, and the sides. But there's only like, I think, 9 shapes. So I think there's like 18 holes, 9 shapes. Just one of each shape. So kind of like they cheaped out on, they should have gave you probably like at least 2 of each shape. They only gave you 1 of each shape. But what's interesting is there's texture on the shapes. It's hollow on the other side, and it matches the texture of the shape that's on the box for it. So the horizontal line one is the horizontal line side. So that's just like an added feature that is pretty cool with that box. I'm gonna throw that over there. This is the Melissa and Doug nesting and stacking alphabet blocks. I believe this was said to be a Toys R Us exclusive. So, I mean, they have all sorts of stacking blocks kind of like this. A coworker of mine has something very similar. But this is just like alphabets. So like apple, A, fish, F. And it's 10 sturdy blocks stacked nearly 3 feet high. It's for recommended 2 plus. So this was, I believe, $10 at Toys R Us, and it just comes in like this carry case, which is great. Those are a great item. This is an item I got at Savers, and for some reason every thrift shop I went to, they had a ton of these things. I don't know who makes it. It's a See and Say. I'm not sure. Oh, it's Mattel. It's probably Fisher Price or something like that. But I think it was like $3-4 or something that I just got. So what's different from when I had a See and Say or Speak and Say, or I forget what the other name could be for it. Whenever I would spin it on the one I had as a kid, whatever it landed on, it would say the sound. But as you can see, this one said it's pointing to the pig right now. If I press it, it's going to be the pig sound, even though right now it landed on sheep. So it's like, it only says like the sound for what it's currently pointing to, not like what it lands on. So I think that's a little confusing, but thought it might be a fun toy to get. So I probably won't honestly be using it that much, but just thought it'd be interesting. So this item it's a Melissa and Doug item. It's recommended for 2 plus, and it's called the Geometric Stacker. I believe this is $17. So if you're interested in that, I have a link below. But I thought it was more interesting than just a traditional ring stacker because it has 3 different shapes possibility that you could use. Lydia's 4 years old, and I was surprised she figured this one out pretty well, because you kind of have to match the pieces together and then stack them on top. And this one's just, what are they, like octagons or like septagons? I don't know what they are. So like all different shapes here, and then just the ring stack with the ball on top. But I thought what was good with this is, you know, with like a lot of ring stackers, it's like gradated, like they're kind of like sloped up, so you have to put them on, the rings on in a particular order, which can lead to frustration with some of the kids that I am going to be working with. So the great thing about this one is that the diameter of the hole is the same for the top one as it is the bottom one, so you don't necessarily have to do it in a particular order to get them just on the pole, which maybe is the only objective that I'm trying to do with a child, not necessarily doing it in a particular order, just completing like a task. So that was really important in me choosing this, and I just thought as the kids grow older, I can use this one. This one's really simple. There's only a few pieces, so a child that maybe is less patient might do this middle one really fast. But this one is more complicated, so I probably would hide these pieces until the kid is older and kind of can do this task more independently and can figure this out. So I just thought it was like great for like all ages. If your kid outgrows like one, they still have options to work with, and you can work with them just on like separating by shape, separating by color, the pieces, just mix and matching. So I thought this was a great item, so I'm glad that I purchased that. A great thing for kids is obviously a potato head. I bought this thrifted, I think it was like $3-4. All the pieces are in there. I made sure before I left the store that all the pieces, it came in a box, but just for storage reasons, I stuffed it on the potato head. So this is a Mr. Potato Head. In like Target or Toys R Us, it's $8. I got it for like half the price at Savers. So it's great for teaching body parts. Again, it's just like a toy, like a closed-ended toy where has a clear objective. Put all the body pieces in the potato head. So you can relate it to the kid's body, like, oh, that's Mr. Potato Head's eyes, where are your eyes? Stuff like that. So that's an item for work. This is an item for work and for Lydia as well, because Lydia is 4, and this item is geared towards kids who are 3+. And she doesn't quite understand time right now. So we're kind of working on that. But it's also a little more advanced shape sorting puzzle for a kid, because there's 12 pieces as opposed to some shape puzzles only have like 6 or 8 pieces. So this is obviously 12 different shapes. And in case you don't know the shapes in the packaging, I kind of cut this out just to be with it, so I'm aware of like the age range of this toy, but the name of the shapes, because some of them I didn't know. Like a diamond's also a rhombus. It's been a while. But it's great that it has a moving arms here, so you can say like, what time is it? Like 12:15. So you can also teach time with this toy as well as it just being a puzzle with the different shapes. So like, I thought this was a clover. It's a quatrefoil. So I think it's a little too complicated for young kids to know. But once it moves beyond just being like a shape puzzle, I can use it to try to teach time with the kiddos that I work with. So, oh, and I didn't know, I didn't need to save this because apparently there's a sticker on the back. I don't know if you can see it. That also has the names of the shapes, but that is a Melissa Doug puzzle. I think on Amazon I got it for about like $10. In store it's about like $15, so I would buy it on Amazon. Next puzzle. So the rest of these I think are most of the things left are puzzles, which are a great close-ended toy for kids to do. They can, depending on the complication of the puzzle, they can do it independently. So it's just great. And it's also, you can like teach them different shapes depending on the type of puzzle. There's also learning things you can do. This one's obviously shapes. So you get the sun, circle, oval, tree, rectangle, door, square, window, and triangle. And it just looks like a cute little house. So this is for ages 1+, and it is a Melissa and Doug puzzle. Which I've noticed Melissa and Doug puzzles are like really, really good quality, so I do recommend. So I got that one on Amazon. This one I found at Savers for like a couple bucks or whatever. This is also Melissa and Doug puzzle. It's a jumbo knob puzzle like the last one, which are really easy for young kids to grasp. The peg ones seem to be a little more difficult for them to grasp. But this is called Farm Animals, if you're interested. If I can find it online, I'll try to link it below, but I got this thrifted, so it just has 4 animals, pretty simple for a young kid to do. Let me get my knife together here. I got a 3-pack of puzzles off Amazon, and it contained these 3. A number 1, which is great. It has 10 numbers here, and that's a poor example, but basically underneath it has like little animals so the kid can count. So if they might not necessarily know what the number is just by looking at it, they can count like the butterflies, or I think this one has ladybugs. Yeah, 7 has ladybugs in it, and that can kind of help them reach the answer. With some kids, we're just trying to see if they can recognize where the puzzle pieces go. So, so if your kids are in numbers, this is a great one. Also in the pack, which kind of goes hand in hand with learning numbers, I guess. Another basic, you need to learn your alphabet. This one is C inside alphabet, 3+. Oh, this one's the number one's 2+. Sorry. And this one's the Melissa and Doug C inside alphabet. That's 3+. And it has just like an item underneath each one. So Z for zipper, N is nest, Q is quail, which is a hard one for kids. A is apple. So it kind of just teaches the items and the letters that kind of go along with it. And also just knowing your letters. This one, we've been working a lot with Lydia because she knows the alphabet song, like the order they go in, but sometimes she has difficulty if you just show her a single letter, maybe knowing what it is, like with it not being in the order of the alphabet. So we're kind of working on that with her, so that's good for at home and for work, this item. And This one was the last in the pack. This is a 2+, fish colors mix and match. And pretty simple. It's like the lower half of the fish's body comes off. It's a pig puzzle, and it says like red in there. And you just match them by the color. So this one's pretty easy to do. It's cute little fishies. So that was the 3-pack. I have a couple more thrifted puzzles. This is a Melissa and Doug. If you notice the trend, I got a lot of Melissa and Doug stuff. And the quality is really good. And a lot of their items are educational. So I am a fan of their products. But this is a sound puzzle. I haven't tried it for sound. I don't want it to make noises for work. So, but it has like a battery pack. So I didn't even test if it makes sounds correctly, because that's not what I'm using it for. But this is, I think, just called Train. Sound puzzle Train, and it's recommended for 3+. And underneath it has the picture of the train, and kid just kind of puts it together. See if they kind of figure out where it all goes. Just a little more advanced puzzle for the kiddos to do. And also a little more advanced because for grasp you have to use like a little pig as opposed to the big chunky block one. So yeah, a little Choo-Choo Train. That I think I got for like $4 at like a local thrift store. And the same thrift store I got this puzzle. And it's Melissa and Doug Safari Animals. And it's recommended for 2+. Again, got it for like $4 at a thrift store. So it just has the basic animals. A couple of them are hard for like young kids to pronounce, like rhinoceros, hippopotamus. But other than that, just like basic farm animals that you see, nothing like too random. So that's a cute puzzle. It's easy for kids to grasp because it's the big chunky wood pieces, and it's a durable puzzle. That's why I recommend this brand. The last puzzle I've got, I got this off Amazon. I think I paid $10 for it, so it's like, I think one of the more expensive ones that I paid for. But I thought I'd get something that's more like boy oriented, and I thought it's more interesting to like try to get kids to imitate sounds after some of the objects. So like train, like choo choo chugga chugga, and then also playing with things correctly. Like a train moves along like this. Like a train doesn't isn't like go like an airplane. So it's also like structured play as well that I'm trying to teach. So we got the airplane, we got a police car, so you can do like siren sounds, the fire engine, school bus, like a cruise ship, a sailboat. So I just thought it was a really cute puzzle. Again, I like that it's the sturdy, thick wood puzzles. This one's just called Vehicles, age for 2+, Melissa and Doug. I sound like a broken record. And I believe this is the last item, unless I'm forgetting something somewhere else. But this is just a good basic book. It's technically like a baby book. But it's First 100 Words by Bright Baby. I guess it retails for like $9. I think I got it for less than that. But it's good for when you're trying to get kids to label things independently, if that's what you're trying to measure. So the goal is like maybe you want them to say banana, or like maybe you'll ask them like, oh, what's something that you eat? And that would be like banana, because obviously you don't need a baby or a duck, or not a rubber duck at least. So it's also just things like colors, things that go, bath time, bedtime, mealtime, food, myself, which is just like actions like reading, yawning, home items, things that you see outside, clothing items, toys, pets, farm animals, and wild animals. I highly recommend this book. It's just great if you just have a baby. And I guess it's like 0 plus, the recommended age on this. But it's just, you know, teaches kids the names of items. And I discovered while working this new job that kids that normally are nonverbal, surprisingly, were really drawn to these picture books and spontaneously were like labeling these items, which was amazing. So I know some kids that I'm going to be working with are super into this book and other books by this company called Pretty Books, Priddy books. So I thought it'd be a good thing to have in my bag. So that's it, you guys. This is like a 20-minute long video or so. I just want to thank you guys for sticking in and staying this long into this video, and hopefully maybe I give you guys some ideas for some educational toys or puzzles for your baby or child, or maybe you do similar work that I do. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more toy videos, if you are interested in maybe more videos like this, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Hopefully I'll do some similar videos on this topic and on my job. And I want to thank you guys for watching again, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good week, guys. Bye.